But going beyond clicking buttons in the software, Lukasz, I remember when I was in uni, had an FEA course, and I used Abacus, and there was this NLGeom thing, and I just clicked it, and I just wanted to see what it does. And
actually, you used Abacus in the university. Man.
Yes, exactly. Going beyond clicking a button, like, what do you think as an engineer, FEA engineer in particular, what understanding do you need to have to actually not only click buttons, but understand the results that come out?
Well, I would be first to say that I'm actually worried for people who consider skill, like clicking a button, to be a important skill. I'm first to admit that I have a company, I employ people, and if we would do like a run, a dash, who first clicks something in like the software that we use, I would lose with any of my employees, both hands down. Like I would have to ask them where to click to get few things. I just don't know this. Because to me, this is not what I do, really. I feel that what is really important is that you understand what you are doing. And I know how irritating this can sound, because basically this means, oh, you need to be very smart and educated and experienced to be able to do it properly. But the reality is that you need to understand engineering first and foremost, and the nonlinear FEA just supports you to analyze things you kind of understand. So if you see a problem, like I have a PhD in shell buckling, so to me that's the part I often refer to. If you look at a can and you want to press it, I instantly know, oh, I will have a problem with this, I will have a problem with that. That would be problematic. So when I'm set up my task in FEA, even before it starts, I'm at least semi-expecting something out of it, so I can react before. And it's a dangerous notion that if you know how to click, you know how to design things, because technically speaking, if you take a scalpel, you can, carve someone up and like you can cut anything inside, but it doesn't make you a surgeon, right? And that's this knowledge that is required to use the tools that you have. I think it's very important, and it's often lacking because for whatever reason, we didn't, as a humanity or community of engineers, develop a way to teach those skills. Like books are brutally theoretical. The lectures are usually boring, and as you said, it either like you were clicking NLGeom in Abacus in classes. Man, like we had matrix operations. So it's like we teach very weird things, but somehow the practical aspect of what are we doing, why are we doing this, and why in this particular case we have to do this way, got kind of lost. And there is no obvious choice and no obvious source to learn it from. And I think that's a big problem, because if you don't have a name of a problem and people are unaware that there is this part they should know but they don't have access to, it kind of gets forgotten in some sense. And then people think that if you understand matrix operations, that somehow makes you a good FEA specialist. Or it's just like saying that if you know how the engine in your car works, this means that you're a good driver. This is like a completely different skill, actually.